You can stand.
Okay, my name is Wesley Masongo. I'm a student of political science, especially a branch called International Relations and Diplomacy. I'm also the Secretary General of Nairobi County Student Association. And I was in consultation with my members, and they have told me from the Gen Z, from the young people, from the student perspective, the church has failed.
Church has failed.
The church has failed.
Okay.
After serious assessment of that statement, I am actually refusing the whole dialogue because I feel like we are looking at it from a binary. Somebody mentioned a coin, and I think there are more like 3 or 4 sides to the way you can look at the argument. The statement of the argument is very simple. Think that the church has failed as far as empowering and the development towards democracy. Why would the church be asked if it has failed or if it has upheld democracy, and the church itself is not democratic?
Okay.
Because the church is a dictatorship and a technocracy at best.
Okay.
Reason being, we have democratic principles that we hold to be true, that everyone must be allowed in democracy, no matter how much you don't like what they're saying, you must allow them to say what they want to say. In how many churches in our country today do we have people being allowed to say whatever they want to say in the church, even if the church doesn't like it? And if you can't do that, are you a democratic? So if you're not democratic, why would we hold you accountable to whether or not you have propagated the democracy?
Okay.
It becomes a double standard.
Okay.
Point number 2, somebody has said we are now trying to make the church even more political. My assessment of the statement and of the facts is that the church has always been political. Let us not pretend about it. By politics, it seems it has been at the central decision making of where the society should be. And not, as Professor is saying, that if from the New Testament, the church has been central from its stems to be at the center of leadership and how societies have been governed. I'm going back to the books of Judges and Kings. We have King Saul, King Saul, the first king. When people, the Israelites, were now asking for Samuel to give them a physical king who they could see and approach. When that happened, then the church was actively engaged in the political lifestyle of the people. And what happened when the church, through the Prophet Samuel, refused or did not like what King Saul as a political leader was doing? They impeached him because the meetings were being organized in Bethlehem, where they went to see this. So the church has never been democratic. We do not elect our pastors. Our pastors are sent directly from God. And it's the same notion that we have now, church pastors and leaders telling us that the leader that we have as a country has been sent to us by God. So then how do you expect that person to subscribe into beliefs of democracy and yet their own system does not subscribe to it? Well, finally, I'll comment on something that was said about the state.
Make it tight.
And the state and the church, separation of the church and the state. Our constitution is very clear. Article 8 says simply, there shall not be any state religion. And it is put in white, in black and white, and it does not allow if the church is good or if the church is...
So what are you recommending? In one case, you are agreeing to the fact that it should be, it has been.
What I have said is this: I am not disappointed with the church the way it is handling democratic issues because the church is not democratic itself.
Okay.
So you cannot expect me to assess someone on how they are holding up democratic values if in the first space they are not democratic.
Prof, you would really be excited to have such a student in your class.